let's bring out our fighters. Here's our man, Jeff.
Ladies and gentlemen, your next bout of the evening is sponsored by Hemp House. It's in the lightweight division and scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds. Your first fighter fighting out of the Allure Properties blue corner. He weighed in at 159 pounds. He makes his amateur debut tonight, and he's representing DC Combat out of Murphy, North Carolina. This is Noah Madrid.
So Noah Madrid out of that DC Combat Camp in Murphy, North Carolina. Madrid just 18 years old, 6'1", works with Dustin Garrett, Dusty Corey, and those guys at that DC Combat Camp. He's a yellow belt in Jeet Kune Do. And yeah, and at 5'11" out of Murphy, North Carolina, making his debut, will take on the 25-year-old Daniel Gonzalez out of that highest stand camp that we talked about just a few moments ago with Tristan Kelly. Tom, any thoughts on Madrid versus Gonzalez?
Well, I actually have a thought in general. It's Noah's out of the same area as Corey Farmer. They're both out of Murphy, North Carolina. I wonder if they're both part of the same camp. Because you got two guys from the same area. They must have carpooled.
Well, but perhaps, yeah, and we'll see. I guess it depends on if they're rivals, you know. But yeah, we're in the cage. Is Noah Madrid? We go back to the cage and Jeff.
And his opponent, fighting out of the Knoxville Mortgage Brokers red corner. He weighed in at 155.2 pounds. He has a record of 2 wins with 1 loss. He represents Hyastan out of Dalton, Georgia. This is Daniel Gonzalez.
So Daniel Gonzalez, 2-1 as an amateur. He's fought as a welterweight, listed as a welterweight, but this is a lightweight bout at 155 pounds. Gonzalez, his amateur debut was a loss to Brandon McGee, who's an excellent fighter. That was in round 1, 255 via TKO. That was back in 2019. Since then, a win over Eric Lewis via Achilles hook, which you don't see all that much. That was in just a minute 16. That was in May of last year. And then an Achilles lock over Stephen Kent in 46 seconds of round 1. That was in August of 2021. So we got some submissions, and he's going to go after the legs, apparently, is Daniel Gonzalez.
You don't hear many fighters do that as much these days. That'll be very impressive to see.
Yeah, it sounds like he's got his own weapon, his move.
Oh, yeah. Gotta have your signature move, you know? Great for you.
Gonzalez, a blue belt, 4 years of high school wrestling experience, and then obviously this camp, you see him on the right of your screen there, Nala Lechuga and David Lewis, Scott White, all the guys there at that camp, and then Tristan Kelly, who we saw just a couple of fights ago. So Gonzalez got a little techno dance music to come as his walk up.
I'm feeling the vibe too.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
Nice and focused. You can see it in his eyes.
All right, look what we got here.
Quick look at the tail of the tape. Gonzalez, 7 years older than Madrid. You see the height advantage to Madrid, and then the weight with Madrid being 4 pounds over the 155 limit that Gonzalez made. Luke Wilson is our referee. It's a lightweight bout presented by Hemp House, 3 3-minute rounds. Madrid in the blue trunks, Gonzalez in the gray trunks. We are ready here on Spectation Sports Live. Aries Fight Series 1, Chattanooga, Tennessee, Camp Jordan Arena. Vince Ferrara, Tom Galicchio, and Samaj Portis. We are cage side, and Luke Wilson's got to put his gloves on.
You're like,
as you can see, the glove does not fit.
You're like, yeah, that one's trash.
You can't quit if the glove doesn't fit.
Bring it back a little bit.
That's honestly, I've called a lot of fights. That's my first referee delay that I can remember due to gloves. But you got to take care of business.
Yeah, got to.
All right. He checked with them. They're like, yeah, are you ready? All right, here we go.
You can't do glove on glove.
Okay. Nice takedown.
Double leg, wow.
Nice takedown from Daniel Gonzalez. Beautiful. As you can see, we've seen the Tim guillotine.
Madrid had to let go of that neck, and now
Yeah, Madrid staying on
He's
top.
staying tight, raining down punches.
Good
He's trying
shot.
to end it. Uh-oh.
Gonzalez on the attack here, looking for a first-round finish.
Gonzalez trying to end it right here. He's finding comfort in his straight punches, using that jab cross.
Blood on the shoulder
Oh, yeah.
of Madrid.
Here we go.
Noah,
Oh,
good job
nice.
stuffing it.
Nice.
So I wonder if Gonzalez's nose is bleeding with
Yeah,
the
I
blood
see a
on
little
the
It
blood on
looks
the
that
shoulder
way.
Of Noah. A little blood on the shoulder there.
Yeah, you could kind of see it out of his left nostril. It looks very bloody.
Yep.
Noah
Daniel
really liking those
Gonzalez here with his
straight.
striking.
He
Oh,
really
here we
likes
go.
those
This
1-2.
might be a TKO. Or look, he's
Madrid.
looking. He's definitely looking for the finish. He smells blood already. Look at that.
Wow. Big looping shots from Madrid.
Oh,
big overhand from
Nice.
Madrid.
Uh-oh.
Madrid not
Gonzalez.
taking it himself.
Gonzalez is bleeding over there.
Yep.
Madrid's starting to get off now and finding his comfort.
Yeah.
It is his debut, so
Yep.
he doesn't know how to get comfortable in the cage yet.
See, I like how he started to find his reign with his punches. As you can see, Gonzalez is bleeding from the nose there.
I like that crazy look in Gonzalez's eyes.
Oh yeah. He's like,
Coming in loud and
I'm
clear.
gonna hit you.
Super focused.
Right.
I think taking a clean shot maybe it slowed Gonzalez as a forward attack a little bit. Maybe he's a little bit more cautious now.
He looks like he's still trying to set
Nice,
it up. Good
nice.
kick by
Oh, he's
Gonzalez.
Oh, man.
He
Uh-oh.
flopped over.
A little overzealous.
He got a little excited.
Armbar attempt.
He's got a very
Armbar.
mobile
He got an
guard,
armbar.
though. He's
That's
got
it.
Over.
That was it.
Wow.
Gonzalez with the tap. That's it.
Another submission
Beautiful
victory
armbar.
for Daniel Gonzalez. Had a tough moment there, bleeding out of his nose, and ended up still getting the submission victory. All three of his finishes via the sub. Guys, take us through this replay here.
Great,
As you could
great
see,
work.
he's landing that ground and pound right there, and he uses it to go onto the arm bar, swings those hips. Right here, that leg gets over, and he right to it. Look how that palm is down. That actually makes the arm bar tighter. That's locked in.
Got our first squirting of blood cage side. In my sheet here.
Paint. Oh, look, we got
see.
some on the bout sheet.
See, and I wanted to see that today. I wanted to see blood. That's what I was looking forward to, and I got my wish.
So Daniel Gonzalez will move his record to 3-1, highest stand, now 1-1 on the night.
Oh yeah, beautiful performance.
Yeah, we got ourselves a prospect in Daniel Gonzalez, 3-1. That's a good amateur record.
Oh, yeah.
And it's good to take losses sometimes in amateur
yeah.
because you want to learn before it really counts.
And
Oh,
it's
yeah,
3
most
straight
definitely.
wins now for Gonzalez too, because he
Yes,
lost his
sir.
amateur debut, and all those wins are here in 2021. His loss was back in 2019. So Daniel Gonzalez has stayed more active and getting those W's and stacking them. All right, let's make it official. We go to the cage. Here's Jeff Hobbs.
Ladies and gentlemen, your referee stops this bout at 2 minutes and 18 seconds of the first round. Your winner by armbar, out of the red corner, Daniel Gonzalez.
Congratulations to Daniel Gonzalez.